There's a man I met around the same time I met my current boyfriend, even in the same place. He was about 10 years older and not my type at all. I only spoke to him when it was absolutely necessary. Maybe 2 hours total of polite, distant conversation where I didn't have the nerve to tell him to leave me alone. Then my boyfriend and I started dating, and that man lost control. One night, he followed us to a club. I noticed him, panicked, and ran to the bathroom with a friend while my boyfriend spoke to him. He started acting like a child and even cried. We left. About a month later, I found a disturbing love letter in my mailbox. He had delivered it himself, which meant he had followed me home and figured out where I lived. A year passed. I stopped going to the place where I first met him because he was always there, and my boyfriend stopped going too. Aside from a few uncomfortable encounters around the city, there was nothing. Until exactly 1 year after I started dating my boyfriend. I received a card in the mail, again hand-delivered, asking me out as if nothing had happened, as if we had been in a relationship. There had been no contact for a full year. I didn't respond. We eventually moved. That summer, I started seeing him at the mall. At first, I thought it was coincidence. But then a shop owner I knew told me the man was following me and hiding whenever I turned around. I told him everything. He said he would alert other shop owners and contact security if he saw him again. It's been over 2 years now. I avoid working as a waitress, even though I need the money, because I'm sure he would find me and sit there for hours just watching. I avoid anywhere near the place where I first met him, which means most of the city center. I don't go to the mall alone anymore. I avoid certain supermarkets and cafes because I know he goes there. The worst part is I don't even know his last name. Yet he influences where I go, how I move, even where I live. I wish I could leave the city, but I can't. And even if I did, he knows my full name while I only know his first name and what he looks like. He could easily find me again. It might become even easier once I finish university, since I'm aiming for a teaching position and my information would be publicly available for students. He could show up to my classes. He could follow me again, and that thought scares me. My uncle kept having the same dream about himself driving. In it, he would be on a road near a cliff, and eventually he'd reach a sharp curve with no guardrail. The drop was so steep it went straight down the mountain. Every time he reached that turn, the same tire would suddenly burst. After that, he would experience everything from outside his body, watching his car go off the cliff while he was thrown out, tumbling down the slope, and getting badly injured along the way. The dream always ended with him lying there for 5 days without being found. This went on for about a month. It scared him enough that he finally went to an auto repair shop to get his car checked. They discovered there was a defect in the exact same tire that kept blowing out in his dream, something that could have caused it to burst without warning. They couldn't say how long it would have lasted, but they told him he was lucky he had it checked when he did. After that, the dream stopped. A couple of months later, he went to visit my grandparents. While driving along a familiar route, he suddenly realized he was at the exact same cliff from his dream. He pulled over, got out of the car, and took a moment to calm himself. He had taken that road before, but the cliff had never stood out to him until then. Even though our family is very religious, he never really believed much in it. But he says now that something must have been looking out for him. When he told me and my sister this story, he was shaking. It still scares him, and he truly believes he would have died that day. I was driving back after visiting my boyfriend at his college. The trip was about 3 hours along an expressway through a rural area. It was late at night and completely dark when, all of a sudden, the steering wheel started shaking badly, and I had to pull over. Luckily, There was a rest stop exit right there, so I managed to get off the expressway. A friend was with me, but she was drunk and not much help. I got out to check the problem and saw that one of my tires was very low. This was years ago. Cell phones existed, but service wasn't reliable. I opened the trunk to get the jack and spare tire. Two men approached and offered to help. It was the middle of the night at a rural rest stop, so I was cautious, but I could use the help. I do know how to change a tire, though I'm not very quick at it, so I let them assist. But it quickly became obvious they didn't know what they were doing. As I tried to get them to leave, my drunk friend got out of the car and started talking to them, which made things more difficult. After a couple of attempts, I managed to get her back inside, all while trying to get the men to go away. I was starting to feel uneasy and nervous when, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a car pulling out from a dark part of the parking lot. Two other men arrived, and before they even stepped out of their car, the first two quickly went back to theirs and drove off. The new arrivals changed my tire quickly and efficiently. None of us spoke while they worked. When they were done, I thanked them. They nodded and left without saying anything. I don't know who they were or how long they had been there watching, but even after more than 20 years, I still think about them and hope they're doing well.